Welcome, GMAN Division 3A to your weekly recap, in fact the last recap of this season. I am as always Gunner's side, joined by Lozra.
Hello.
Now let us first take a look at last week's games, because there's actually a couple of unplayed ones. Of course the admin bye week is unplayed, but then there's two other games which are also unplayed. They don't really
Yep.
matter that much though, because the Valcast ass kickers are gonna go to playoffs no matter what, because either
Mhm.
they'll be second if they lose or first if they don't. And Tridente Mexicrata gets the free win here, which means he goes to challengers. Yeah. So and the hat tricks and Dr. Flu's men are too far down to even to even have a chance. So
Mhm.
it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Hopefully they get played though.
what was that?
Hopefully they get played though.
Yes, you'd always hope that. Serpents of Uruk tying Freyasgard at this point. Wins don't matter, so it's all about SPP and not having your players die, isn't it?
Yeah, and Fresgard accomplished that. Like nobody died. No one even got injured.
Sweet.
They got an Ulf level, which is exciting. Meanwhile, the Dark Elves, well, no one's dead. Just MNGs, which could get cleared.
Well, they're not getting cleared because they don't go to challengers or playoffs, do they?
Oh, they're not in playoffs. Unlucky.
Yeah, they're in 7th. They're actually relatively close. They're 2 points off of challengers, but yeah, pretty standard game. We'll blow through these because they don't really matter whatsoever.
Mhm.
Rebel Ogre loses against the Altdorf Acrobata, which is, dare I say, almost a surprise.
Uh, no. I don't think so.
No?
Just level pretty good, aren't they?
I
Just
mean,
leak
we
in.
were talking last week about how this is the one chance for the. Oh no! We were talking about how the Kislev actually had a decent shot at winning this because they're Kislev versus Ogres. Yeah, I remember
And they did win, but at what cost, genocide? There's three perms here.
now. Oh no! Guess we'll
We
take a look
get.
at
I think.
those
Well, I
later.
think I won't spoil them for you if you can't see them. But like, yeah, bloody game for the kids. But they did win, so we got that prediction right. Perfect. Any cool stuff happen in the game?
Other than the Rebel Ogres just going full train wreck through the Altar of Acrobat, I don't think anything particularly interesting happened.
Nope. So Fengraf at least doing some damage on his way out of the division, which is nice to see for an ogre team.
Wonder if he's keeping the team or not.
I don't know if they will. It feels like a real labour of love at this point, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing particularly interesting in the stats. Pro failing 2 out of 2 times. A grand total of
Oh.
31 dodges is the thing. And a bolt, so yeah.
Oh yeah, did I tell you about my game, by the way? I was playing Pro Elves, and they made like 16, 17 dodges, and every single one of them passed. They had 100% dodge rate and 100% GFI rate on like 40 dice rolls.
Alright, not bad.
I mean, I lost 3-0, so I didn't even make challenges. I just like choked out.
Oh
Tragic.
no.
Oh, sorry, vent over. It was a very frustrating game because everything I did went wrong, and everything they did went right.
Yeah, just elf off things. You're gonna need yourself a palm blitzer.
Yeah, I felt that. I attacked first because I was like, oh, I can get ahead on blocks, and I got lots of knockdowns, and I'd stunned an elf by turn 6 or something,
Sweet.
and I'd taken 2 knockouts just on the random blitzes without mighty blow on armor 8. Anyway,
I mean,
yeah, that's why I'm doing loads of casting and no actual playoff playing this season, which is kind of sad.
when pro elves don't die, they're just high elves, but better.
Yeah, that's what I felt a lot. It was tough. Anyway, end rant.
Supremacist runners still have to play against the Valakaz ass kickers, but this game doesn't really matter, no matter the result. Then the Uruk-haikus lose against the Toxic Avengers. This was pretty important because if Toxic Avengers lost this one, they wouldn't have gone to challengers.
Yep. A big W for Zombie, just grinding out the 1-0. I think it was funny, just 4 claw, the inevitability of 4 claw and B just chewing its way through the sort team.
Hmm.
Like
I mean,
slowly
you
but
say
surely.
that, but the difference in injuries wasn't that big.
That is true, to be fair. Actually, you're right. Kurokakus weren't that. Well, I mean, the Toxic Avengers didn't get any permanent removals, that was the thing. They only ever got KO'd.
Yeah.
And there was 3 casualties and a death for the Uruk-haikus. Zombane says they won on pure skill.
Oh, it's always
Apparently.
good. I'll take your word on that.
Well, yeah, I'm taking his word on that. Because we can't be bothered to watch the replay.
Of course not.
But yeah, pure skill.
Yep.
Cool. No more
Then
to say.
lastly, Doctors with Grog lose against the Isles, maybe a season. Basman's Grob.
Oh. Dwarves getting 2-1 ground by High Elves. The game.
Interesting. Maybe the High Elves managed to do a 1-turn, that would be nice.
That would be cool, yeah. They do have the Agi 5 to 1-turn with. Agi 5 sidestep. That might have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the sneaky git lineman. Called Doesn't Recycle.
That's
Which
good.
is incredible. I love it.
It's really
Every
bad.
aspect of that player is really good. But yeah, Dwarves just probably getting 1-turned. That's what it feels like, definitely.
Wouldn't be surprised.
How many blocks did the Dwarves get?
The Dwarves did
45.
45.
45 into 6 removals. And a surf. I mean, that feels winnable for the Dwarves, doesn't it? Because they have the... I don't know, maybe they all came in the last 3 turns or something.
We can't
Tough break.
really know.
Yeah. Tough break for Mirascadi there. I think you might have thought you had that one.
I suppose. Yeah. Important game because this means maybe season goes to challengers and not Doctors with Grog. Oh well, better luck next season.
Yeah, Mirascadi with a choke. 100%.
Let's take a look at development.
Yeah, let's.
We'll start off with the Serpents of Inaruk.
Yeah, let's. Serpents up in it. There we go.
They haven't taken their levels.
Oh, guys. I think they should you know at this point. If you don't take your levels, we can't say anything about your team.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
we
well.
haven't already said. Oh, well.
Freya's Guard
There's
are
the...
there.
What's that? Freya's card.
They got a level on their rookie Ulf, Freki. He gets block as expected.
As expected.
So
I
that's
mean,
nice.
Yeah, this is the team now going into playoffs. Is it like a playoff ready Norse team to you, Gunnerside?
I mean, it's missing a couple things, but it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's most of the way there.
I don't think it's good enough to win, but I think he might get 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah, he might be able to get to the first match, depending on who he's got. But
Yeah, we'll take a look at that later.
it's not. They don't have the ball. They don't have like the good. You need like a solid ball carrier to like against all the horrific sackers in the world and wizards.
Yeah.
And they've only really got the block sure hands runner who that feels quite vulnerable to me.
Yes. Also, the Yeti is sort of. You ideally really want to block on it, but.
Yeah, it sucks because you really want to be blitzing with the Parlon piece, unless it's a claw game. Ugh.
Yeah, you want to be blitzing with the pylon first of all, but even when it's just against stuff like Chaos, you really want to use that Yeti a lot.
Yeah,
Which is just so sketchy without their block.
exactly.
So that was them. Then we'll take a look at the REBBL Ogre.
Down in 13th place, sadly.
Oh well, REBBL Ogre. Well, actually, they didn't get anything. So we'll go to Altorf Acrobata, who, I mean, saying they got something would probably be a lie, more or less. So they
They
got a
did
couple
get something, but it wasn't a good thing.
Yeah. So Alfonso, the armor busted blitzer, got armor busted again. So that's now a halfling.
He's
Without stat.
he's doubly concussed. He's got 2 concussions at the same time.
Just brain damage at that point.
Just wandering around like ugh, can't see anything. Everything's triple blurred. He's got ringing in like both his ears.
At least he
Nightmare.
has tackle now, I suppose.
He does have tackle. That's just
Yay.
him falling over from the concussions and like hitting someone. That's not actually making a tackle.
Right. So then Luigi, the Wrestle Dauntless Dodge catcher, died. Just straight dead.
Straight up death. Rest in peace.
Can't replace him either.
Nope. And the lineman got strength busted.
Yeah,
The
that
good,
was like the one good sacker they had.
Yeah, I know. This is a reroll for me, I think.
There's no way in hell you keep this thing.
No, you can't. No, I would say right. They had a pretty poor season. I think they've been playing this team for 3 seasons now. Unless you've got a massive love for Kislev, I think this is a natural like reroll point. You know, just like
Even if you
I'd
do
be
like
getting bored of
Kislev, it might be better
I'd be
to...
getting bored of Kislev at
Oh,
this point.
for sure, just getting stomped game after game. Even when you win, you technically lose because half your team's dead.
Yeah, and it was against Vegas.
Yeah. So, I mean, even if you really like Kislev, it might just be better to reroll to Kislev again.
Yeah, probably. Take your chances in the greenhorn, I guess. But yeah, it feels quite rough.
Yeah.
Apart from the strength poor carry, those are like his only good pieces. And
But
they all
don't
died
worry,
now,
the
got
kick
burned.
guy got block.
He did, and we did. We still have to stand the blodge firm blitzer with diving tackle, which is actually quite nice if you can get him attached to a ball that's low strength.
Yeah, but it's just 3 normals. It's just...
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it? No, they don't get agi on normals, do they?
I can't remember. Because
Yeah, they
weird.
do. They get agi on normals.
Yeah. I was gonna say it'd be crazy if they don't. That'd be so bad.
Yeah, that'd be odd, but...
You never know.
It's just so odd to see, like, general agility strength pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like, what general agility strength pieces are there? There's, like, vampires, Kislev blitzers,
I'm not trying to think. I can't think of anything else.
me neither.
Maybe in like secret teams, but in terms of actual teams, I can't think of any.
Right. Either who, we'll go over to the next team, which is the Urukaikus.
Yep.
First off, they got a level on one of their Blackwork blockers. Ojiwa, the guard block standard firm here, gets Mighty Blow. So, solid.
Yep, more kill.
Yep, but their troll got niggled, so he got replaced instantly. Especially as
Yeah.
he had no levels.
So the Leaf on the Wind final SPP count is 169. So close.
So close.
That means you have to play this team next season so you can get him to Legend.
I mean, this team is still good. I don't see why you wouldn't play
Yeah.
it next season.
That's true. How many games have these guys played? Feels like they've played a lot of games. Yeah, they've been going for God a long time. They've been playing since season 4. Season 4. That's such a long time, dude. They all keep going. And one of the main constants in life is having Halib playing his orcs.
They've played like 124 games or something. Hold up, I'm
So
gonna
lots
double
of
check that.
games.
Wow, I'm actually a mathematical genius. It is 124.
Nice. Good to see the social isolation isn't rotting your brain away.
It is, but it's just in different ways.
Oh yeah? What ways?
Socially.
Oh no.
I don't know what
Oh.
other humans look like.
Rip.
What does the sun look like, anyways? And Bento, the block diving tackle goblin, died too. So
Aw.
now he only has one goblin, which is honestly that death made his team better.
Optimum. Yeah. Optimizing death.
So yeah, all in all, that was a pretty good last game. Like, the niggle on the troll didn't matter because he got replaced, and then he got a level on one of his blackworks. Happy days.
Happy days.
This is where we would usually go over to the Toxic Avengers, but they got no levels.
Rip. Oh no, they are going to challenges. I'll just pan them quickly. Yeah, same team. Could win games, could lose games. See how they do.
Yeah, depends on how
team.
many elves they face, I suppose.
Yeah. Depends a lot on matchup, doesn't it? Nah, Zombie knows what they're doing. I'm sure they'll win a couple of games as long as they don't get diced.
Guess we'll see.
We will.
Doctors with Grog got 1 level in grand total. Joseph Ignace Guillotine. Here they are. He gets
Apparently he's playing TV down Orcs, so that's probably a win for Zombie.
TV down Orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a pretty good matchup as matchups
yeah,
go.
pretty much. Like, I don't think could you have a better matchup that's not stunty. I think you prefer TV down Orcs to some stunty teams, to be honest. So yeah.
Kislev.
No excuses, Zombie. No excuses.
TV down Kislev.
Yeah, TV down Kislev.
TV down humans.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, human teams. Threats. Alright, that's worst matchups. Should we move on? Doctor's Grog, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
we
got the
just
level?
they got Joseph Ignace Guillotine level who got Stand Firm, so that's a bunch of
Oh,
Stand
cool.
Firm on their team now.
Just filling out, yeah.
Which makes me think maybe they didn't lose to a 1 turn against High Elves because they just put a bunch of
Oh yeah, they have
Stand
so
Firm
much
on
stuff.
them.
That's a good point. Quick snap?
Maybe they just were pressured into scoring early.
Maybe.
I mean, they had to win the game.
Yeah, they had to exactly win. So they couldn't play conservative, so maybe they made one mistake or had to overextend and got punished.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe a season gets no levels, but they took a strength bust on one of their better players. Sort of. It was a Lino, but the Lino was pretty good. Well, I
Yeah.
say that, he was movement 4. So maybe the strength bust isn't the end of the world. That's one less kick
Well, this is a lineman who's 4-2-4-8.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I do cycle it.
Obviously. Hello?
Sorry, I wasn't really listening.
4-2-4-8, they're so bad. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty tragic, isn't it?
it's a movement busted halfling with an agi up and an armor up, which is actually pretty good, but it's not good on the high elf team.
Yeah. But apart from that, the strength ups are looking good. I still don't know the strength ups are. It just still feels a bit played, but the rest of it is really strong.
I mean, he's gotten to challengers, so he must be doing something right.
Exactly. And meanwhile, I lost 5-0 over 2 games to drop out of playoffs and challenges, so I'm probably in the wrong there.
Oh well. Right, so that was that for last week's games. This is usually where we go over to next week's games, right?
Yeah, usually. But there is no next
But,
week. Shock.
Yeah, we'll have to look at playoffs, I suppose.
Yeah, have a quick look at the.
So that would be Freya's Guard and the Valakas Ass Kickers. Let's see where they got put in their bracket.
Yeah. Who are they playing?
Now, I didn't set up OBS, so people can't see the bracket.
Okay, so Valakas Ass Kickers are playing Tree Fiddy.
Well, that depends. If the Valakas Ass Kickers lose, they're
Oh,
playing the
yeah.
Rat Bastards. If they win,
Yeah, I get you.
if they win, where do they go if they win? Hello?
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the Norse team in the bracket and I can't see them.
No, but it's not going to be their name. It's going to be GMAN 3A first.
We're looking at different spreadsheets, I think.
What do you mean? Why would the Norse name be in the spreadsheet
Where's
when it's
God?
not locked as them being first?
On the playoff predictions, there's there with an asterisk.
Ah.
So one of them is playing the Rat Bastards, and one of them is playing another team. What's it? I just said it. Oh, this is tough to sort. Tree Fiddy. So one of them is playing Chorfs, and one of them is playing Rats. Apparently, depending on how things go.
Yes. Second plays Rats. Don't really know what that rat team looks like.
I've got it. It's Toast Guy.
This guy.
They were 11-1-1 in the regular season, and they
Uh-oh.
have a claw pom with tackle, another tackle pom, a Agi 5 Bloodstep guard gutter, a Bloodstep sure hands big hand gutter, and then 2 sackers, a Wrestle Dauntless strip and a Wrestle strip, a Dirty Player Wrestle lineman, and a 3-person bench, and a kick piece.
So for
So
the love of God,
1750
don't
reps.
go second, please.
Yeah, yeah. And the other Chaos Dwarf team, a Tree Fiddy. I'm trying to just find it quickly. Is it in the Big O or something? Hang on. Ugh. Yeah, it's a Big O team, Nubs 11, top of Division 3, which is the stunty div in Big O, where all the good stunty coaches play. And they're a Chorf team, and they have a moving up bull with break tackle, a rookie bull, 2 claw, but no claw pom. They have a claw multi-blow guard blocker. The rest of the blockers are pretty meh. There's 4 guard on the blockers, to be fair. A 7-4-2-7 double niggle and agi busted hobgoblin.
What?
So yeah, he's agi busted, 2 niggles, sure hands block, movement up, strength up. That is a weird piece. They've got a movement busted.
Monstrosity.
They've got an armor busted blocker who I assume they're keeping. The stand firm mighty blow guard blocker is armor busted as well. Don't know if they'll keep that. Probably will. But they have the normal kick agi 4 goblin as you do. The wrestle hobo and a blood sure hands hobgoblin coming in at 1340. No, actual TV 1840 because of all the MNGs that will get cleared. That's a weird Chorf team.
Yeah, I think both coaches would prefer playing the Chorfs.
I think you prefer the Div 3 of Big O, which is essentially Div 4 of anywhere else. It's a Div 4 with 4 stunty teams in. So yeah, I think you're fighting for Nubs 11's Chorfs here, guys. I think that's the way to go if you're.
Probably the first time that's ever been said. You're fighting for the Chorfs.
Yeah, you really don't want those rats. It's like, you know how many rats? There's like a dozen rat teams in playoffs, dude.
Yep, they're infesting REBBL.
Yeah, they're a bit good, aren't they? Anyway.
You
Challenges,
complain
I
about
guess?
Chorfs, then rats just completely.
Yeah.
Then, to be fair, rats haven't won playoffs twice, so.
Rats are good. They've got killers, they've got Claw Pom and Agi 5. Agi 5 movement 10 nonsense on the table. And they have really optimal foulers who only cost 40 team value. Like, they're the perfect team.
Perfect team.
100%. So we're looking at Basmans and Zombane and Dragonero in challenges. Should we have a quick look at them as well, their matchups?
Are there 3 challengers?
Because Zombane got the refuse ticket.
Ah, that's right. So
So
where does
Zombane's-
Zombane go?
So Zombane is playing. Right, let me bring up my challenges thing. I've got this all done because I'm streaming this at the same time. So.
Oh, here they
right.
go. Skinned Deep.
Yeah.
Wherever that is.
Where are we? Yeah.
It's
Skinned
not GMAN.
I think it's REBBL.
Yep, it's REBBL. Skinned Deep is a Norse team, actually.
Oh really? Oh, Zombane, you're wrong. Actually, no, we're talking about Zombane. Who are we talking about? Sorry. Skin Deep.
I mean, the
Captain Deep.
Challengers Cup bracket says Skinned Deep. How reliable that is, I don't know. I'd say pretty
Well, let's
reliable.
assume they're playing Skin Deep and Zombane's wrong. So they're 4B in REBBL.
Yeah.
They have a
1860.
block Yeti, which is scary.
What
But
a
apart from
weird
that-
team.
I think I quite weird. There's a lot of tackle.
Yeah. It's like 1860, but
Yeah.
there's almost
18
nothing there.
Yeah, it's 1860 in a movement 8 runner. Who's sort of just only rolled normals.
They have 15 players on their roster, I think is the thing.
Yeah, it's 15 players and a lot of them level 2.
But yeah, there's only
Yeah.
like 2 decent pieces, and that's the Yeti and the runner.
I think Zombie fancies this definitely.
Oh yeah, I think
He's
Zombie
cool
is
blokes, but I
ecstatic
think
about playing these guys.
yeah. Well, if the Yeti fires, the Yeti fires. But I think the Yeti fires and then gets stuck on a beast and dies a horrible death.
Yeah, it has no support.
Um,
This team has a 2 guard, one of which is on the Yeti.
Zombie outguards someone. Perfect.
Yeah, it's
How can he lose?
first for everything.
Alright, nice. That'll be fun. Alright, cool. Should we have a look at someone else?
Sure.
Let's check. Oh,
How
that's
about
not an important
Basman's Grab?
announcement.
Maybe a season.
Yeah, let's check Bassman. Maybe a season. Right. Maybe a season. Oh, I think I might already have predicted this.
Not seeing them.
I can't see them. I can't see them, yeah. Tasty Tunes, GMAN 4D.
I know that the last stream is always haggard. The last recap.
Yeah, it is quite haggard. Yeah, I generally can't find them here. Maybe they refused a ticket? Oh, maybe they refused a ticket and then Basman's ticket. No, and then Zombie ticket. But why would they refuse?
I don't know.
Oh, it's so confusing, dude.
Why do we
Can't
do
find
this?
Yeah, how do we do this?
Why do we recap? Just to suffer.
Well, I'm not going to be around next season, so you don't have to do it next season. You can just say that you can't be bothered to find a co-host. Oh,
I mean...
I can't find. I literally can't find
Yeah,
it.
me
Anywhere.
neither.
Control F.
Yeah, I was about
maybe.
to Control F2.
Oh yeah, no, they're playing.
I can't find it.
TV Rel 4B fourth place. Is who they're playing.
Rel 4B, 4th place. This is exciting.
We're really on the search here. 4B
Wait,
fourth place.
Rel 4B...
Yeah, they're down to play the Norse team. Oh my god, dude.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, they're down to play. According to the predictions, they're down to play the Norse. Yeah.
Did Basman's refuse his ticket then? Because it says Zombane is playing them in the spreadsheet.
I guess Basman's refused. That could be the only explanation. Right, move on anyway. We spent too much time on it.
Who even cares? Like, they're not.
Yeah. Right. Where are we looking?
Dragonero, I suppose. Tried out the
Dragonero.
Mexicrata.
Yeah, I know this one. They're playing From Beyond, a Nurgle team.
Ah, sweet.
And I predicted them to win. And I don't know whether that's correct or not, but I think I do. So I want to know your thoughts.
I don't know what the team looks like. What are they, Rel?
I assume so. Yeah. Yeah, Rel 4A. Because they don't have. There's only one claw and like, well, 2 claw, I guess. I just like the Necro team against the Nurgle team as a matchup.
I usually don't.
How come?
Because Flesh Golems just get dunked on, basically. As do the rest of your team.
Yeah, but they've got a strength 4 golem, strength 5 golem even, and like good stuff. Yeah.
They're still outstrength by a fair bit.
Yeah, but they're not outguarded.
How much guard do they Necro have?
There's only 2 guard on the Nurgle, and there's no strength 5 warrior kicking around.
There's the Beast.
They
There's also,
do
by the
have
way,
the killer.
3
The problem
guard
is the killer
on the
beast. I
Necro. There's
agree.
3 guard. No, there's 3 guard on the
Oh,
Nurgle.
I missed the guard rail. Yeah. I don't know. I just predicted the Necro because I thought the Necro looked good.
I mean, they do. I generally struggle against like
The
pure
Nurgle is so
bash when I
slow.
play
Dude.
Necro.
The thing is, I'm just thinking the movement 8 and the movement 7 on the Necro being able to just outrun. Just being able to switch up on the Nurgle.
No, you can't switch up on a team with just 2 fast players, because the rest of the Necro team is really slow, except for the whites.
You can side lane cage. You only need 3.
Against a beast, and against a strength an AG4 Pestigor.
Yeah, that does make that sketchy, doesn't it? I don't know. You're making me rethink my prediction, but I'm still predicting it. Because I just think it's going to happen.
If you think, I just think the Nurgle stand a slightly better chance, and that's totally not just because their whole team name is based around H.P. Lovecraft.
Well, prove him wrong, Dragon Arrow. I'm sure you can do it.
So yeah, that was that. Aren't we done then with GMAN 3A?
Yeah, we are finito on 3A.
Condolences to all of the players who barely missed out on their playoff tickets and challengers.
Yeah, unlucky guys.
Yep, but there's
It
also
came down to last week. It was really tight.
it was all the way down to 8th place had a decent chance at grabbing a ticket.
Yeah. But I'm sure most of them will go again. Yeah, it's been fun to recap this season.
It's been half
I've
decent.
enjoyed it. Half decent. That is high praise from Gunnerside, guys. Trust me.
It is. I mean, like for a div to be particularly exciting to recap, you're gonna have to go, above and beyond.
What's the most exciting div you've ever recapped, then, Gunnerside?
Listen. I barely remember my birthdays sometimes. Like I don't remember. I don't remember what we predicted last week. How am I gonna
That's true.
Like probably the most exciting div I ever recapped was my first div because that was everything was new and exciting.
The novelty. And now you're a cold-hardened recapper.
Yes, veteran recapper. I've seen the horrors.
This is the cop movie around like the young straight out of the academy officer, and you're like the 60-year-old who's 2 days from retirement,
Knowing
and
he's
like
about to get shot because that's
giving up on life. Yeah.
basically.
Basically, yeah.
But don't care about us. Care about yourselves and how you did this season, and try and improve, etc., etc. I hope one of you guys wins for the playoffs because then I have bragging rights for whatever reason. The team I recap made playoffs. Ergo, it's partly my win too.
Exactly. Because we were encouraging the skill choices that won you games.
Exactly. We were basically
and hyping you up.
Yes.
In before some Bane wins challenges. Yeah.
In some ways, we win playoffs if they win.
Exactly. We just play. We live vicariously through your success, and that's what it's all about.
Sounds about right. Either who, we've been us. Maybe we'll recap you next season. Hope for your sake that we don't. And perhaps we'll see you at some point.